Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all, I'm looking at my calendar. July will be over. After I look at it, like today's the 7th, right? And after I look up MU 15, July is already over. Hey, Mystery, I haven't seen y'all in forever, but y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I told myself I was not going to do any reactions of nobody's stuff and for a whole week. And I just had to I had to find like who I was, like how do I belong on my lane and how I'm a benefit in being in my lane. Like, cause sometimes you can get lost in other people's lanes, and you just need to stay in your own lane. Like, you can be cordial, what's up, hey, support, and all that stuff, but you just gotta stay in your lane. Like, you gotta rock your own person. You gotta be your own person in this line, okay? But I want to talk about Peach because y'all, Peach is actually funny to me. I don't understand why this woman is so bent to showing the world or proving people wrong. Like, why are you proving us wrong? You have nothing to show for 20 years being with a man that you got 9 kids with. You have nothing to show for it. You have nothing to show for it. There's a growth, right? Like, maybe after a year, you know, y'all might be rocky, right? You might have kids. And maybe about 5 years. Let's put it in 5 years. 5 years, y'all rocky. You know, he wants to be in his own world. He wants to develop. He wants to grow, and you want to grow, but y'all got these kids. Now y'all gotta juggle life, right? What do we got in those 20 years? I say those 10 years that y'all was together with 4 kids. What did he have to show that I've been married to this amazing woman for 20 years? Y'all have nothing to show for it. Yeah, y'all can sit here and say, oh, well, she had businesses and she was a millionaire. Y'all have nothing to show for it. I'm gonna tell you what I said that y'all have nothing to show for it. Let me share my screen. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Y'all gotta share my screen. Yo, this okay. Y'all, they changed it up on me. Like, I've been away for like literally a week. I haven't been on StreamYard, but I've been on social. I've been on YT for a while, but I just haven't posted anything. But let me go to my window, and I'm gonna say you have nothing to show for it. Um, right here. Did y'all see that prayer? That's 20 years with a man that says God is good, God is great. 20 years. The head of the, I expect that to be with a third, somebody in the third grade to say that prayer. Not a man that's in his 30s with 9 kids, well, 11, 12, 12 kids. I wouldn't expect a man to be at the head of the household saying that prayer and think it's funny. Now, y'all go back and look at it, but her son Gregory looks so uncertain about his daddy at that moment. This is a man that you preaching about, you've been with for 20 years, saying God is good, God is great, let's eat. As on the head of the table. and you got 8 boys. Gotta follow behind him. Congratulations. That's 20. That's what 20 years look like. I don't want it. I can tongue kiss and hunch on a man, right? We can all do that for 20 some years, but he don't have any type of growth. Why am I doing it? You know he don't have any growth. You betting that he stays the way he is. So you can keep on adding to that number of years you with a man that don't grow and you okay with him not growing. Now, do I expect him to have a TD Jakes prayer? No. But at least 20 years worth of a prayer life. See, that man can shingle. He can twerk it down, twerk it back up, hit it reverse. But he can't say a prayer for his offspring sitting at a table. Don't talk about him no more. Don't tell me another year. We've been together for 20 years. Girl, side chicks. Now, I don't want to say side chicks. One night stand women, they have better growth in a man than you have with this man. That's messed up. A one night stand chick got better, a better man in that one night stand moment than you have your 20 years. See, you gotta build his head up with the barbershop, and you have to go out and buy him the barbershop seat, and you gotta get him motivated to cut his own damn kid's hair. He's home all day, and you gotta get motivated. That's like a man gotta motivate his woman to comb his daughter's hair, and buy her little seed. No man doesn't do that. Y'all got 20, and it's crazy to hear a woman complain and brag about it at the same time. Have to get a kid's haircut for like $20 or y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. How these barbers sitting, yeah. My barber raised his price up because of economy, and you give my son a basic haircut, and on top of that, you're rushing. Like, I see how long it takes y'all to, take y'all time, and y'all will brush their forehead like 50,000 times. But when my son gets in that seat, he barely gets the spray. He barely gets a brush down. You telling me you need $25 for this shit? No. Take me to that barber that's sitting with no empty chair. Nobody in this chair. I'll take that risk. And I'll probably still give him $25. But he'll have a better solution for my kids than a barber that's charging $50. I'd rather see if the prison will open up the barbershop before I pay somebody $50 for a kid hair. You crazy. See, you only doing this shit so you have content. So you can feel like you're the rest of us. But you see how fast you rush to make sure he learns to teach those kids how to cut their hair. My daddy used to run a car wash, a detail, and that didn't go through. My daddy used to do YouTube, but that didn't go through. My daddy used to cut hair, but that didn't go through. You just trying to build him so he can look more pleasing on the YouTube. He can't do it for himself, but you got 20 years together. That man haven't made one decision for himself in these 20 years besides messing around on you. That's the only decision this man ever had. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Preach. That man's miserable. He's looking at his homeboys. He's looking at people on social media. Y'all, and I'm being honest with y'all. I don't care how y'all look at it. Most real men don't do social media. We see them, but they shit shows. Like later on, we find out they're shit shows. They ain't real men. They be caught up on some bullshit. They ain't real men. But you okay with that? You okay with that? You intimidated by a real man. So you would never date anybody lower than a trailer education. See, when you sat there and said all the people talked about how he just want to hunt you, yeah, 17-year-olds just want to hunt y'all. There's so much we can go, and there's our hormones is raising, females hormone is raising. We all just little horny little people at 17, 17, 16, 18 years old. We're just horny little people. We think we know the world. We know what love is. We know everything until one day we actually do get hit by love. But Pete, you're still living through your 17, 16-year-old self. You're not living through this 30-year-old woman that you're supposed to be. You're living through a 17-year-old mindset. That's the reason why it's kicks and giggles when you finally can shit on people. That's what you like to do. That's the reason why grown women, we don't have to do that. We never have to prove anybody wrong. Our proving days are over at, I will say, a good 25. When you have kids, you have real bills, but you always had a handout. See, YouTube became the new government, the welfare man. They just got to pay taxes on it, but they don't have no growth. We can see it. YouTube is just the new Uncle Sam. It regulates them. It still makes them want to P's and Q's, but this is the new welfare. Girl, you better go out here and make this money. Just like back in the day, girl, you better keep on having those babies so you can get those food stamps. And I think I seen it. Let me go look for it real quick. I'm not sharing because hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so I'm about to show y'all a video that Pete, you should be very scared of AI right now. Mm-mm. Let's share this video.
I only got 4 baby daddies. Girl, why don't any man want me? I only got 4 baby daddies, 7 STDs, a tree fitty credit score, and weigh 220 pounds. Girl, why don't any man want me? I only got 4 baby daddies, 7 STDs, a tree fitty credit score, and weigh 200.
Y'all see that new peach? Y'all see that new peach? There's plenty more of them. There's a new sky. When I see this picture, I see Strawberry Chrissy. I see Jazz. I see Peach McIntyre. I see Sky. I see Wine Glass. I see all this one person with all y'all personalities in one video. You're not scared. Now, I would love to hear them. I would love to see how y'all feel when y'all don't get views. I would love to see that. And it's not just on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's on Facebook. Everybody's doing these AIs. But the worst part about it is they want to stop paying y'all because this, like I said, YouTube, TikTok became the new welfare, right? What are y'all going to do? Because I'll be honest with you, those AIs might be AKA racist, but it's actually funny because we see that, right? We see it every day. And all they got to do is say, single mom, single black moms on YouTube. Ding. You are classified as a single black mom. All right. I don't care how you look at it. I've been married. I'm married. You're a single mom. Single moms have to do these videos. Yeah, I canceled it out like, oh, why? Why did I do that, y'all? I'm almost finished. I gotta do skies real quick. Then I'm just relaxed. Okay, I thought I was gonna do 3, but nope. Reason I said, Pete, you're a single mom, because you gotta do videos like this. And then
what's up? What's up?
Then when you don't get the views or if it don't go viral the way you want to, you relive it. You gotta do videos like this. You gotta do videos like this as a woman that's been with a man for 20 years. That's crazy. That's banana work right there. That's like banana in pajamas type of crazy. You got to do that, but you bragging about 20 years with a man. And the comments is like bananas, like that 500 paragraph talked about how you still got to prove people wrong 20 years later. They still want you. You got to convince, you're convincing yourself more than you trying to convince the public. You don't even understand that you should expect him to want to hunt you at 17, 16 years old. Part of, you know, I guess trying to figure out who we are. But that's all he can offer you after 20 years is hunting. He can't even offer you a prayer. Like, real talk, this man can't even give you a prayer. You want to let us know that this man was going to the hospital every day, saying a prayer over his kids, but he had to lead the breakfast prayer like that. No, no. He should be strong enough in the mind to know, hey, I got 8 boys watching me. Let me do right. Peach, I need to at least bring in a McDonald's job. I need to do something. And I can't do this. I don't want this. This is your life. I'm cool with it. But I can't be riding the roller coaster. That man should not be at the house being Mr. Mom because you intimidated with his growth. That's what it is all boiled down to. Pete, you're more intimidated with this man's growth than anything. That's the reason why it's easier for you to let go of your mama, your cousin, your family, your sister, your daddy, all those people. Because they're going to move and shake without you, right? That's the real reason why Peach really don't like her people. Because they're going to move and shake without her. That's the reason why it was so easy for her to attack her family and say, well, I want them to get a bag like me, right? And they don't want to do it. No, because they're shaking and moving somewhere else that you can't understand. So when your mama started moving, what did you start doing? You started trying to destroy her with your past. Y'all, and I'll be honest with you, Peach mama is probably about the same mother as some of these rest of the world mama. Was she a good mama? I don't know. That's not my mama. I do know my mama had similar likings. My mama would embarrass me. I got started smelling behind myself. Yeah, girl, if you don't go sit down, I'm gonna slap your teeth down your throat. Yeah, my mama did that. And you thought you was all stuff and all cute. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. One time I told this little girl, I said, you bald headed, like you bald headed. It's something like that. I told her my mom was watching the little girl's hair and I said, ooh, you bald headed. You know, my mama slapped me upside the head. I then put okay, I couldn't stand those barrettes. Like I like my little barrettes dangling. And my mama pinned my barrettes and I couldn't stand it. Pinned them to like another part of the ponytail. Baby, I had to walk like that for like 2 days because I told that girl she was bald headed. But it taught me discipline. It did. And sometimes it taught me how to shut my fucking mouth. You don't have to say everything. And I always said, Peach was one of those kids that people did not want to put their hands on her. Because Peach was the type of kid that said and do everything that she ain't supposed to be doing. And then she thought she was the black sheep. No, bitch, you were a problem child. That's the reason I had to sit around an older person that knocked some freaking sense into you. And then you want to dedicate that shoot to for love. No, that wasn't love. She just put the fear of God in you. That's all. So now Peach can't control how people are moving and shaking. She'll attack her man. So when her man father died or her brother died, what she do? She attacked him. She's supposed to have been a wife and been right there with her husband. Not making up fake mystery problems for her babies on social media. Making him feel like it was his fault. 20 years down the fucking drain. Y'all, let me go to Sky World, Sky Life, Sky World, whatever. Because I got a good time with her. I did see her this weekend. And it was a good time. I tell you, it's a good time. But let me go bother her. And y'all, I did see Chrissy, but I'm gonna say, y'all, how you drive a Tesla and all your kids get like 2 bites of piece of meat? Y'all, let me. I got time. I do got time. I'm gonna make it show. We're gonna skip her. I'm about to do Chrissy. I'm gonna do Chrissy real quick because y'all, Chrissy is funny. How you driving around in a Tesla and your kids get 2 bites of piece of meat? Literally, 2 bites, 2 bites, 2 bites. Y'all, if stretching food is was a person, it'd be Chrissy. I don't care how we look at it. Oh, she fed. No, she fed those kids double starches. She had to fix shit together. You got you couldn't buy you bought 2 things of wine. And I don't know if that wine is $7, $8, but you couldn't buy another pack of could buy another pack of beef ribs, country ribs. But your kids gotta get a piece of the rib. Y'all, when I tell you 2 bites, that was 2 bites. No kid had a one rib for themselves. But that's y'all go to, girl. We'll look at it. All right, let me go.